Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Boise versus Air Force college football matchup on Friday, November 24th, 2023. Of course, I do tons of free picks every single day, but if you're looking for the games I like the best, the ones I'm betting today, those are the ones I put at the premium pick tab at Pick Dawgz. Use the discount code PICK to get 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays for people who make bigger bets, but the only way to get it is to text the number that you see on the screen. So if you're a big bettor, text that number. But let's get to this one. Boise State taking on Air Force. Boise State, a team that has been near the top of the college football world for so long, has really taken a little bit of a nosedive in recent years. And, a lot of it, there's a lot of different factors that go into that. Of course, image licensing world that they live in now and the transfer portal, these are not things that help a school like Boise State, even though it's a school that we see put a lot of players into the NFL. And I think not just players, you see a lot of starting players that went to Boise State. But at the end of the day, Boise State went from being like a team that was sort of a novelty act all the way to pretty much a mainstream team. But we've seen a regression in recent years. Brian Harsin, when he took over as head coach, and then he left and took that Auburn job, and then really Avlo, since he's taken over, this team really hasn't been very good at all. More of a defensive team. Gone are the are those great Boise teams that were pretty much considered to be in the representative from the non-BCS teams, the non-power conference teams that would be in a bowl game just about every single season. And of course, this Boise team used to be able to compete with them on a regular basis. I don't think Boise's all that far off from that. I just think that, it's just going to take possibly just a different regime there. Boise comes into this one winning their last two games, Utah State and New Mexico, and really three of their last four, beating Wyoming. But, games that they used to never lose, losing to Colorado State as a 7.5-point favorite, losing at Fresno State, losing at Memphis. These are the type of games that were pretty much a foregone conclusion for Boise back when they were having their most success. I think when we look at Air Force, this was a team that just less than a month ago, we were considering that this was going to be the group of five representative in those big bowl games this year, but not to be the case, as they have lost their last three games, losing to Army, Hawaii, and UNLV, as Air Force has just kind of lost their mojo after winning the Commanders-in-Chief trophy by knocking off, or actually they lost Army, so they didn't win the Commanders-in-Chief trophy. And if Army knocks off Navy, well, it'll be their trophy this year. And I think since then, that's when we've seen the deep regression in this Air Force team. I got to say that Air Force certainly can run the football. Passing, certainly a deficiency. Boise, a better run defense, though, team than they are a pass defense team. And so I think they kind of play right into their hands. The Air Force defense is tough, but that doesn't mean the Boise offense is bad. I tell you, I'm going to take Boise State in this game, and that's going to be my free pick. I don't like the way Air Force is running. Of course, if you're looking for the games I like the best, you know where to find those. But also, when you're doing your bets today, be sure to check out our betting tools over at sportschatplace.com. They tell you how often historically all the different bets on the board today have actually hit. Then they pair them up with today's odds, and this way they can put you on the most favorable bets for you that are on the board today.